welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you my review of Lancôme's new perfume, Tresor La Nuit. This is actually new in the UK. It came out about 2 or 3 weeks ago. However, this actually came out in mainland Europe in 2015, in springtime, I think 2015. So I actually tried this before when I lived in Italy for 9 months in 2014 to 15. And I really liked it when I lived in Italy. However, the weather there is very hot and humid. I lived in Pisa, which is just the most humid place imaginable. This perfume I feel suits colder weather better, so it's better suited to the UK. I think this is an autumn winter fragrance, possibly even for summer evenings, summer nighttime wear. You could wear this, but definitely not for the kind of Italian weather, in my opinion. So I actually, even though I liked it when I lived in Italy, I didn't consider buying it at all. But then when I tried it a couple of weeks ago and it came out here in the UK, I immediately fell in love with it, and I just had to buy it. If you're really interested in Lancôme products, please stay to the end, because I'll be going through the miniatures that I got free from the Lancôme website. If I actually ordered this straight from the Lancôme website. This is the first time I've ever ordered directly from Lancôme, and the reason I did so was because it came with 5 miniature makeup and perfume products, and I also got a small sample, which I won't show in this video because it's pointless, but I got a small sample of the perfume that I'm reviewing in this video as well, and that was all for the same price that I would have spent buying this in the shops. So if you're interested in that, please stay to the end, because those products are really amazing. So the box, I just had it here. It says Lancôme Paris at the bottom, then Tresor La Nuit L'Eau de Parfum. This is the 30ml size, and if you look here, it's got this beautiful sparkly design which reminds me of stars. I just think it's a really beautiful box. Ruining the video already. And then the bottle comes like this, and it is this wonderful I don't know if it's kind of almost a pyramid, but like upside down pyramid. When you have it on your sitter, will sit like that on the side, because you can't really do it like this. The bottle is, I think, is actually quite similar to Katy Perry's Killer Queen perfume range. Just this kind of part is, but this stopper, the lid, is this wonderful, almost like a princess cut ring type design, and then it has this lovely little rose there as well, and a little bow. Like I said, this is 30ml. It does also come, I think the largest size is 75ml, but I'm not too sure about that. That's the tester I've seen in all the shops anyways, the 75ml, so I assume that that is the largest size. So I really love the bottle. I really love Lancôme perfume in general. Like I don't think I mentioned it, but I did have La Vie Belle until last week, and then I ran out. So that's the only other Lancôme perfume I've got, but I do really love their perfume range in general. It's just, they do really, really amazing products. Here on the cap itself, on the sprayer, sorry, it says La Nuit Tresor. So this perfume to me is a very dark, quite sexy perfume. It's a for me, it's a fruity patchouli scent. And I think I've mentioned in my other videos, I really hate patchouli scents generally, but this one, I think the fruitiness of it balances the that very heavy patchouli. So the top notes in this fragrance, according to Fragrantica, are tangerine, bergamot, and pear. And I just sprayed this a couple of minutes ago, and it just opens with this really juicy, almost syrupy smell of fruit. And I also detect rose in the top as well, even though here it's listed in the middle. So in the middle there's black rose, vanilla orchid, and strawberry and passion fruit. I also get a little bit of the strawberry and passion fruit as well in this fragrance. And so it actually is very peppery in the opening. It's very a kind of syrupy, dark fruitiness with also a heavy dose of pepper to me. And it's a very strong opening. It reminds me of a lot of Lancôme's different perfumes as well. You can tell by, I don't know if it's the composition or if it's a certain couple of notes in this, but it just reminds me of a lot of Lancôme's other perfumes. I think I don't know if it's just the composition is similar to the composition in La Vie Belle and in Midnight Rose. I think it's Midnight Rose is the one that Emma Watson does. I've just got it here. Tresor, Midnight Rose. Yeah, that was the other one that this one reminds me a little bit of. It doesn't so much smell like La Vie Belle, but it just has that same composition to me that, or there's a characteristic of this perfume that really reminds me of that. I would say it smells a little bit more like the Tresor Midnight Rose than any other Lancôme perfume that I've tried. There's just something about the kind of dark rose, sweet, fruity rose aspect of them both that I find comes across in this fragrance. And then in the base you've got praline, which I think La Vie Belle had as well, so maybe that's another similarity. Lychee, incense, papyrus, patchouli, that's definitely one of the ones that I get, vanilla, licorice, cormaine, coffee and caramel. So this sounds like a very super sweet base, and it is sweet. Again, it keeps that syrupiness all the way through, but it's nowhere near as sweet as La Vie Belle in my opinion, and that's another very caramel heavy, super overly sweet fragrance. Yeah, I'd say it's kind of caramel, toffee, praline, that super rich gourmand. This to me isn't a super gourmandy fragrance, but it does still have a little bit of that if you are a gourmand lover. I do detect the coffee as well. It has almost that kind of smokiness. Again, the incense as well could be playing into that, but it has that bitter, peppery kind of aroma that reminds me of espresso coffee, or coffee houses. I think this fragrance would be great to wear in that kind of environment, particularly if it's cooler weather. I think it would just be really comforting and would just fit in really well with the atmosphere. I also get a little bit of the licorice, again just that super not super sweet, but dark, that darkness. As you know, I love any fragrance that makes me think of like vampires, or one of my favourite fragrances which I reviewed a couple of months ago is État Libre d'Orange's Eau de Protection, and that was a super peppery, dark chocolatey rose fragrance as well. This doesn't really smell like that one, but it does remind me of that one, and that's absolutely one of my favourite fragrances of all time. It just has something similar to that vibe that I get with that perfume. So overall, this fragrance to me is a super fruity, dark, sexy perfume, perfect for nighttime, perfect for autumn, winter, early springtime, and perfect for any occasion really, like dates or going clubbing, going out with friends. It's very dark. I think I've said dark about 50 times in this video, sorry about that. It's a very interesting and quite complex fragrance. It's not too simple, but it has that Lancôme feel to it that a lot of their perfumes have, that's very hard to put across in a video. But there you go. If you're familiar with Lancôme perfumes but you haven't yet smelled this one, I think you'll understand what I mean, in that it has a similar composition to their other fragrances. Again, like most Lancôme fragrances, this has really good lasting power and really good projection. I think this one, you'll be able to smell from quite far away, particularly on a hot day. I would say this is, like I said, this is better for colder weather, because fragrances don't bother other people as much in colder weather than they do in hot weather, and I think this is a fragrance that will definitely be smelled by other people, maybe get you quite a lot of compliments if you don't overspray this. because it really does last. What else have I got to say? I've said so many times as well. I'm rubbish at making videos generally, but I just had to make a video because I got this today and I love it. So yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to add to this really. I'd just recommend that if you get the chance to try it and see if you like it yourself. This is definitely a kind of leather jacket type fragrance, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it just suits a particular kind of look as well, which I think a lot of Lancôme perfumes kind of aim towards. Penelope Cruz is the face of this fragrance, which I think is quite fitting as well. Maybe it's because I first tried this in Italy as well, which is obviously a Mediterranean country, and I think Penelope Cruz is Spanish, so maybe that's why I think it's such a good, she's such a good face for this fragrance, but quite an interesting one as well. The advertisement for this fragrance overall, I'm not too keen on. It's got kind of Penelope Cruz with this guy like whispering in her ear or something like that. But I like Penelope Cruz as the face of it. The print ad, I just don't like that much. So yeah, now I'm just going to go through these products that I got from the Lancôme website. As I said, I didn't pay any extra for these. These were included for free. You can still get these until the end of this month, April 2017. If you are interested, you just type icon at the end of your order, capital letters, and you get these added to your basket. So the 5 products I got, and these are some of their best-selling makeup and perfume products. The first one is, I'm going to butcher the French, Lancôme Advanced Genifique Youth Activating Concentrate, and this is 7 milliliters, so it's quite a good size. I don't know why I always put things against my face to show you how big they are. That really doesn't help, or maybe it does, I don't know. And so this is a serum. It has a little pipette at the top. Let's see if I can open this without spilling it everywhere. So it has a little pipette. It has a light fragrance to it. It's not something that will bother you. I don't really want to put this on now because I'm wearing makeup, but I think this is to go on before nighttime. I've not tried this one before. All the other products I have tried on before or I'm wearing at the moment, so I can comment on them. But I believe this is just a treatment for under your eyes, maybe. It doesn't actually tell you on it. I believe it's just anti-aging type product, which I don't really need. I'm quite happy to get wrinkles. At least I won't get ID'd when I buy alcohol anymore. But that's always obviously good to have. The second product is the Lancôme Le Crayon Kohl eyeliner in shade number 1 Noir. I've actually tried this before and I have it on today. So this is a really good size, 0.7 grams. This is, I think I've actually had this before in this exact size that came in a gift set. This is gonna last me a long time. I'm really happy with the sample size. Just your, you know, average pencil black eyeliner, but it's always good to have. Again, I just ran out of eyeliner, and so I'm really glad to have this. I wasn't planning on running out of eyeliner when I bought this, but the fact that I did run out of eyeliner and then this came in the mail is obviously just perfect. The other thing that I got, again, is something that I've had in this miniature size before, in a gift set, and it is the Bifacial Sensitive Eyes Instant Cleanser, and that's the 30 milliliter size. Again, putting it against my face, I don't know why. I absolutely love the light blue colour of this, and this is a makeup remover, and this is absolutely fantastic. If I could get this in the full size without paying too much, then I would, but Lancôme products are quite expensive, so like I said, I've only had this before in the miniature from a gift set, and this is absolutely perfect. It removes all your makeup, and it also leaves your skin feeling really really super soft. It's not irritating at all if you use it in your eye area. I've actually had a full-size Lancôme makeup remover before when I lived in Italy, but it wasn't this one, it was the darker blue one. And that one I thought didn't remove makeup all that well, even though that one was actually made for your eyes or your eye makeup. This one is, you can use it on your eye area, but it's actually, I think you can use this all over. It's not specifically targeted towards your eye area, but it removes absolutely all your makeup. This is absolutely wonderful. So if you were going to choose a makeup remover from like a designer range, I would recommend this one, not the darker coloured version of this one, because this one is absolutely fantastic. The other product I got, really exciting about, because I've mentioned this several times in the video already, it is La Vie Belle L'Eau de Parfum 4 millilitres. This is a miniature, and again, I absolutely love the packaging. If I could just compare it to this box that's got the sparkles on, this also has sparkles, but it's this wonderful kind of multicoloured, whitish multicoloured sparkles. And again, there's like super shiny there. And this is just, like I said, the miniature bottle. And again, I just ran out of La Vie Belle last week, I believe. So this is absolutely perfect. That's a really good size as well to have as a sample, and that'll last me hopefully quite a while. And the final product I'm wearing on my lips, and it is the Lancôme L'Absolu Rouge lipstick cream. I think it's in the shade 368 from what I can see here. And again, this is really, really good sample. Again, putting it to my face because I'm stupid. Oh, let's see if it tells me how much is in here. My eyes aren't good enough to read, but it has the rose there. I'll just show you on camera how much comes in it. So that is obviously, again, a really good size for a sample of lipstick. I'm guessing this is their best-selling lipstick. And the shade, as you can see, is this almost cherry pink colour, raspberry pink colour. And I really like this because I don't really have a lipstick in this colour, so it's just nice to have. I've only just put it on, so I can't really comment on how long lasting it is, but so far it is really creamy and I really like the colour, so I'm really happy about all these products, really, particularly the ones that I you know, would have bought anyway, like the bifacial or the La Vie Belle miniature or the eyeliner, because I really needed eyeliner. So this is completely amazing. Like I said, I also got a small kind of, I think it was maybe 1.5 or 2 milliliter sample of Tresor La Nuit, so that was good as well. And all of this came in this wonderful presentation box here that says Lancôme Paris. So I can reuse this box again. I can put all my makeup in here, I suppose, but I think I'll just put my Lancôme products in there for now. So yeah, super happy about this. I hope you enjoyed my review. Sorry that I'm always so uneloquent in my videos. I do try, but I'm just rubbish at speaking in general, which is why I have no friends. So anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review, and bye.